Hello in the moment. Here we are again. We took a short trip to Sevierville, eastern side of Tennessee. Had about 4 days down there. Didn't do any of the big event stuff. We did check everything out in Pigeonville. First stop we had though was a Buc-ee's. Never been to a Buc-ee's. I'm here to tell you, if you've never been to a Buc-ee's, you need to go at least once and check it out. The Buc-ee's in Sevierville was the largest Buc-ee's in the nation at the time that it was built. They have 128 gas pumps. It is now the second largest. The largest is in Texas. So here we pull into Buc-ee's, and now you'll see off to the side is the left of the building. They had their 128 gas pumps. It's a long run of gas. I guess they've got just about every kind of gas you might need.
Hey, in the moment, this is Jacob from Sevierville Buc-ee's giving you a warm welcome.
The whole staff that we met were all friendly, kind, easy to please. They had all kinds of stuff that you could buy at this place. I won't even go into details on it. I will say that we ate real good and I was really full after this sandwich and nuggets. If you don't ever get a chance, you're going to miss out. Hit a Buc-ee's first chance you get. We did end up staying at a Super 8 by Wyndham in Sevierville. Had outdoor pool. Behind us we had a pretty good flowing little creek river. Golf course on the other side. And trees you could have reached with a broomstick. And just off of our third floor balcony we had all kinds of little critters to scope out. We had squirrels and birds. All kinds of raccoons. I think I saw as many as 9 raccoons at one time. They come out at night, want to be fed. They're humatized. So you can see this squirrel in his little hole. The raccoon that we made buddies with had a little hole next to his. They're about 3 foot away in the same tree right off our balcony. And that's the little guy right there that was living right off our balcony. So I did catch both of them going in and out of their hole. Got a few pictures. Here you see the raccoon going in his. The squirrel, his hole is just up to the left out of the picture. So here's the view off our balcony, just past that creek. It's a golf course. Now we did eat at a Flapjacks. You get a chance, check them out. The food was really good. Here we are at Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
All right, folks, TC here with Smoky Mountain Knife Works, SMKW. This is a shout out to In the Moment. Steve, thank you for joining us here in the store. It's a really awesome experience and it was great meeting you, man.
I believe this is the largest knife store in all the United States. They sold knives, guns, crystals, World War relics from the Indians, everything you can imagine. The store was multiple levels, kind of like a split level home. Everywhere you went, every wall was covered. Every area was something different. Here we're walking down from the main floor to kind of a subfloor. This exits out pretty close to the gun ring or gun area. A lot of guns, a lot of ammo. You can't not look around. You see it on the walls. There were probably more knives on the walls than there were at most knife stores. This place is really cool. A lot of, not animatronic, but a lot of sculptures, a lot of waterfalls. Demonstrating a lot of the stuff from the past and where some of their stuff came from. As you walk around, you'll find clothes and hats and knives and guns and souvenirs and relics and crystals. Anything you want to find, you're going to find here along those lines. It's well worth the trip to go one time.
Just going to walk by the throne.
So in this area here, you're going to see a bunch of fantasy swords. This was a Game of Thrones throne. You could actually sit on it. The guy would come over and pick out what piece you wanted to hold while you're sitting there for a picture. They had all kinds of fancy stuff. At the end of the video, I actually attach a number of pictures that just roll out one picture after the other from inside the store. It was way too much to try to put together for one video. I've got a lot here as it is. So after the end credit, go ahead and hang in if you want, and you'll see a whole lot more from this store. The gentleman that gave the shout out was their IT guy, and he has told me that in his next Smoky Mountain Knife Works video, he is going to give a shout out to In the Moment in his Smoky Mountain Knife Works video. And I'm going to be looking for that. If I can find it, I'll copy and paste it and show it to In the Moment. I thought that was really nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So you also see here they've got all kinds of bugs that they have dried and captured. They sold Zippos. So in this map you'll see Lake Douglas top right there. One of our main trips, we went down to Lake Douglas, and there's a thing called Douglas diamonds. Now these are Herkimer quartz. The Herkimer quartz basically is the shape of the quartz after it is pointed. The only other place in the world I know of to find Herkimer quartz is New York. The quartz here is really tiny. So you go to Lake Douglas. It's near the DAM store, D-A-M store. You go to the boat ramp, walk off the boat ramp, and as you go down through here, this is the lake bed. Now the water was not as low as it normally is because of a hurricane that had come through here a couple of weeks earlier. So the sweet spot for finding these diamonds was actually still underwater. Now the first day we went, we really didn't know how to look or truly what we're trying to find visually laying around in the dirt. Come to find out, it was much easier than what we thought. But here you see what the ground looks like. You see the little stream beds underneath the water flowing down. This mound in front of me was actually a pretty big hole on the other side of that where some young kids had dug it out, digging into places where they're not going to find the quartz. And I heard one of them got a ticket for actually digging and creating this hole. Not supposed to dig, you're not supposed to break rocks, you're only supposed to surface pick. So here we're walking down, kind of getting a feel of the lay of the land. See little shiny things on the side of the hill here. I'm seeing little rocky outcrops. Don't know how to look yet. Come to find out, we'd been walking past them the whole time. The trick was to turn and look at the sun. Let the sun shine off of the quartz. And then you keep your eyes focused on that spot. As you walk to it, the shine will go away, but you walk to that spot and look, and you'll find either a piece of broken glass or a piece of quartz. And there's a lot of broken glass here. The smallest little piece of broken glass will shine just like the faceted edge of a piece of quartz. Now there's all kinds of little clusters like you see here. It's not real pretty. We did get a whole bunch of stuff that showed up shining in the sun. But as we chased them down, we learned to find them a little bit better. And the second day we came back to the same area. Another little lay of the land shot here. We started learning how to actually focus on the shines. You just get the sun to your front, kind of shimmy back and forth and look for the shine. It might be 30 foot away, 5 foot away, 7 foot away, might be to the side of you. Wherever you see the shine, you go to it. Here in just a moment, I'm going to find one of the better crystals that I'd found, and they're small, but they're jewelry quality, gem quality, and already jewelry size. So right here, I had caught a little shine. I kind of scraped around a little bit, but I didn't find anything. Here in just a moment, you'll get a quick shot of me finding a small one. This was pretty neat once you got a feel of it. It kind of addictive once you find that first good one. So right here I had the shine, walked right to it, pull it up, and it's small, but that little crystal that you can see shining between my middle and thumb was perfectly pointed on both ends, had 6 sides, water clear, ready to go on a piece of jewelry. It was a lot of fun actually. It was really windy, but a nice day. Didn't get muddy or dirty. Found a lot of nice crystals. Found a lot of stuff that's not as pretty, but still, it was new to us. We'd probably do a lot better if we went again and the water was down farther. But I'm plenty satisfied. I've never had a Douglas diamond before. This lake was Real quiet, real calm, not many people. Really enjoyed it. So here you see 7 of those are jewelry quality. The first couple of days we'd went to the wrong spots in the lake. Now we didn't find any diamonds, but we did see some nature, which include tracks from a big old fat snapping turtle coming out of the water and going up this hill.
Go.
Hi everyone, my name's Dan. My wife Geraldine and I are over from Scotland in this truck. We shipped it over about 3 years ago to New York, and we've been travelling in it since. We've just come to Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, and we bumped into Steve, and I'm going to give a big shout out for his channel In the Moment. And I have to say, if you ever want to go travelling, do it as soon as you can. I got diagnosed with cancer, and we just decided we had to do it because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I had no symptoms, was just picked up, and I was lucky about that. But you just never know how your life's going to change for the better or for the worse tomorrow. So if you've got plans and there's something you want to do, don't waste your time. Don't procrastinate. Seize the moment and get on with it. This is Dolly, our truck, and shout out, as I say, to Steve and In the Moment.
If you look close, you can see his wife moving around in the window up there. She was cooking him dinner. So we were just about to leave Lake Douglas, and this thing came rolling in at 3 miles an hour. Sounded like it was wound out, military vehicle. I had to meet whoever was driving this thing when I recognized that it was actually a camper of some kind. They had come over from Scotland, like you said, 3 years ago, but they've traveled all over Europe, Spain. I forget where all he told me. They've been in the country here for 3 years, driving around, just going wherever they feel like it. And I did not try to impose on his personal space inside, but I did get a good look all the way around this vehicle, and I have to say, I envy him a little bit. He's been doing whatever he wants for 3 years, and apparently having a good time doing it. So that sums up the trip. If you follow up after this, I've got a lot of pictures from the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. If you ever get a chance, go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Check them out. You're not going to leave the place without buying something. They have knives, they have guns, they have ammo, they have swords, hatchets, axes, throwing knives, throwing stars, crystals, fossils, World War II relics, World War I relics. You can actually buy money from other countries. They're loaded. They've got arrowheads, megalodon teeth, everything you can think of. So just watch all the pictures. You see something to hit you, pause it, check it out. You get a chance, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I can't say enough about it. I did come home with a little hatchet and a fossil fish from Utah. Surprisingly less than I thought it would have cost. My son come home with a knife of his own to add to his collection. We did not do the Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg adventure, but we did have a good time.